times two emergency plan position. Rick One Ball, what's up? Hey Sam, how's everyone doing? Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Hey Emmanuel, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. How's everyone? Rick One Ball, man, bro, it's been a week so far. Oh my gosh, like I need a break. I need a break times 1,000. But when do you when do you really take a break? You know what I'm saying? Especially in the field I'm in. just gotta decompress. I'm doing well though. I'm doing well. Just a little. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't frustrated. just just a little though. Just a little. Just how can I put this? I don't know. Like like I said, sometimes you feel discouraged and stuff. Whatever. I mean, I'm okay. I really, really am. But I just wish that I wish everyone could have a great work ethic, but I know like that's impossible. But also like I know that people, like I said, people burn out, and I can understand that too. But it's just, it's so so. I just Lord knows I've been working very consistently, last week, this week. But that's I mean, I'm here to work. Um but that's my mindset. And everybody doesn't have that mindset of like actually coming to work to work. It's like, it's almost like you kind of come to work just to, and that's not everyone. I'm just saying, it's just certain people, some people just come to work just to do the bare minimum, just to kind of get by kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what in the world? You got your beard. You got your beard. Yeah, I got a beard. I grew it. I've been growing my beard. Yes, yes, yes. You guys, vertical live stream, please. Three dots to the upper right hand side of your screen or whatever you're viewing me on. Go ahead and press that thumbs up for me and share me out if you can. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, the vintage hippie, how you doing? Hey, what's up? I hope you're doing well. I hope all of you are doing well. Andrea, how you doing? Good evening. Good evening to you. You doing okay? I mean, if you guys asking me, I'm okay. I've been better. I've been better. Just been rough. It's been a rough. It's been a rough day. It's been a tough day. It's been a tough day. I'll talk about it a little bit. Obviously I'm still here at work. And I think let me just say this: the one thing that's like I guess kind of ticking me off is the fact that I'm in Portland, Maine. Okay, Maine, the state of Maine. Okay, one of those states that's in the New England area. What happens in the New England area? Other areas across the country, but what happens in this area? It snows, okay, people. It snows. So we have a snowstorm, another snowstorm that's coming. It's coming. Um, Supposed to be later tonight. And then on into tomorrow and all that stuff. And it's like I don't like. I'm a little flabbergasted with. I don't know. Like I understand like preparing and preparation, but am I in Mississippi or am I in Maine? I've been asking myself that on and off all day. And some people have been laughing, and some people looked at me like, maybe I had three eyes in my forehead, because I guess they probably thought it was shady. It is whatever. It is what it's whatever you want to take it as. But I'm like, we got to stop this mess where it's like, for a fact that you're in a place where this could happen, even in the springtime. Okay, like what is it? I mean, I don't know. Like I really do feel like I'm going, like I'm going crazy over this because it's like, okay, so I've gotten people out to leave early, and I'm like, what is going on? Who's gonna get my ass out to leave early? Nobody. And then I'm leaving when it's like going to probably be like coming down like cats and dogs. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is if you can't, there's something that I feel like is kind of impossible. I don't want to say it's impossible, but I feel like maybe it's just not heard of. But if you can't just do this for everybody across the board, you don't need to do it for one person. You know what I'm saying? Or three people. Let me just say that. Anyway, it's just weird. So now that I got that out the way and stuff, it's just the fact that you know, it's not. I'm not like, oh my gosh, woe is me. All the bad things are happening to me. All this, blah 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 blah. It's just that I've always show up and I show out. Like I work extra hard, and I'm never not gonna do that. Now, because I do that, I don't want to be. Let me just say this: I don't want to be singled out. And I think sometimes that ends up happening. And I say that with the most respect because I know for a fact, like I've been told by management, I've been traveling for 17 years, guys. This is not a joke. This is not something where I'm just hopping online or coming or telling you guys or just coming up with some type of random BS. Like this is real life and this stuff happens. I've been told uh, quite a few times, whole lot of times. Let me not sugarcoat it. That Terrence, you know what? It's so fortunate that you're here, but unfortunately, you have to pick up the slack from others. And I'm like, you know, me cleaning out the locker room or me taking like me mopping or me doing certain things. First and foremost, all of that is within my job description. I like to help out. I like to alleviate pain. That's on my resume, people. That's on my resume. Let me just put that out there. To alleviate the pain is on my freaking resume. And I'm not suggesting you guys put it on yours, but it's on mine and it's going to stay on my damn resume because it's the truth. I come to a facility and I'm telling you guys, like, I'm the guy that is super, super flexible. I'm going to take call. I'm gonna work till 1, 2 in the morning. I'm gonna be back at work 6 in the morning, and you're not gonna hear me complain about that. Now, here's the situation. This is when people say, "Well, Terrence, why aren't you complaining now?" Well, I'm venting now. I'm having a conversation, but here's the situation. So, if you know that I'm that individual and stuff, why would you want to burn out someone like that? Now, and here's the deal too. If you have a substantial amount of people, okay, why aren't those people doing certain things? Why aren't they a part of you know, uh, the the formula of getting of completing a day? Why are they excluded and why are certain people included? It's just it's just a mess. It's a mess. And I've been told by someone who, like, his name is Adele, someone who I absolutely would consider him like a mentor to me, a really great close friend. He's a fellow first assist, a fellow surgical technologist, a fellow sterile processing technologist. This man is amazing, absolutely astonishing, right? I mean, I really look up to him, especially within this field. And I had a conversation with him last weekend, and he was telling me, he was like, Terrence, listen to me. He says, you go to these assignments, you go to these hospitals. Now, of course, I've been here before, but you go to these hospitals and you always do this to yourself. I said, well, Adele, how do I not do it? I can't go into a surgery and pretend I don't know what the hell I'm doing just to get kicked out, so I never get put back into that room again. But there are people who do that. There are people who really don't know the systems and really don't know the case, and they don't study on the procedure, and they go in and they really are like a deer in the headlight kind of situation. Or you do have people who go in pretend to not know this so they don't have to be put back in there, and they're happy to get kicked out. I don't do that. I think I'd be letting down Miss Pilgrim, Miss Shirley. I'd be letting down, my mom. I'd be letting first, like, I think most importantly, I would be doing a disservice to God Himself. Like, I thank God for to have the mindset and the strength to do what I do. But at the same time, I feel like I am still human, and this is not okay. It's not okay to like to it's not okay to do that to people who show up to work and they always give it 110%. And I don't know. It's like I've seen it in so many places, and I've seen it. So I'm a traveler. Granted, I'm probably going to be given like the majority of the work. I expect that. I expect that. But it's so sad. I went to a place. It was at Advent Health, and I'm trying to get it. I had it, but it had left. Advent Health. There's a lot of Advent Healths around the state of Florida. Wesley Chapel. Thank you, Jesus. God is so good. Wesley Chapel, Florida. There's a hospital called Advent Health. There's Advent Healths in all the parts of different cities and stuff within Florida. There's one in Tampa. There's one in I want to say St. Petersburg. It's Loops. It's so many different, just like Baker. Baker is in so many different areas of Florida. Anyway, my point is this. So it was one surgical technologist that stood out. This freaking guy, super brilliant. Now, sorry if I'm missing the comments. Let me go to the comments and I'll talk to you guys. Hey Sheila, how you doing? The vintage hippie Terrence, you will understand this. I fell through a window and cut my wrist to the bone and severed my artery and everything in there. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Did you have to have like emergency surgery? How are you doing? I pray to God that they were able to attach everything and that you've regained some feeling in your hand. Jesus Christ, that is wow. That's pretty serious. But I'm so happy that you're in here. Thank you so much. How are you? I'm still counting, Sheila. I just ended my counting. I got to 1 million. I know some people think that I'd be joking about that, but like I'll be dead serious. Let me tell you, like counting to 10 ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it for me. Chantarman, how y'all doing? I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm keep moving the phone. Pretty girl Rain, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. They airlifted me to the trauma unit. Oh my stars! So you're in here now. So you're doing okay. I take it right. Lord have mercy. That is serious. So it must have been a really good hand surgeon, hand vascular surgeon that had probably did your case. Jesus, that's a lot. That is a lot. Wow. Oh my gosh. You know what? Well, thank God. It always can be worse. Let me tell you, I don't drive with my hands out the window anymore. I may have it like kind of propped on the window pane. You know how you tie the window down or the door, but I don't have it dangling because you guys, I've gotten so many cases. Over the years where people like driving on the like highway or just driving or whatever stuff and severed their whole entire hand and it's like oh my gosh. And so it's I know you did a number on your hand and on your wrist and everything and stuff, but imagine having to put back a hand, on the arm. Oh my gosh, on the forearm. That is something like crazy, and I've witnessed that. Thank you so much, pretty girl Rain. Thank you for your congratulations. I appreciate that. Utilizing your skills and abilities, I guess that comes with the field. Do what you have to do. So at the end of your um, or during your shift, people try you, and it's okay to let um, who need to know enough is enough. Exactly. But and let me tell you, I always do chain of command. I'm somebody who believe I still believe in chain of command. Also, like I go to these facilities. Yes, I've been here before, but I go to these facilities. I read up not just even in within the hospital, but I read up a lot of things about the community, like a lot of the laws. Like obviously your do's and your don'ts, and but definitely the facility. So this facility, one of the policies is chain of command. So I go to the source. Like, okay, if I'm having a problem with someone, which even today I did that. There's an individual where it's like I feel like there's a situation going on. I go to this individual and stuff, whatever, and we squash that. It's all water under the bridge. It really, really is. Now, the other part I have a problem. The other, I guess, the part of the situation I have a problem with is I feel like, and this is something that I've already shared. Like I feel like people that's in within management or high level or charge or whatever, they're not distributing cases like they should. And this is something that is talked about here a lot, but also across the country. Can't nobody to tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm not somebody coming on here wet behind the ears, don't know what I'm talking about. I've been to 32 states. Lord is my witness, I have been. I have traveled this country. I work hard. I work hard. I don't care if I've pissed people off in California, if I piss people off in Vermont, here in Maine, Massachusetts, Colorado, New Mexico, um, Louisiana, Ohio, wherever. I can tell you this. I bet you all those people to say he's a hard-working individual. He works his ass off. And if you probably don't say that, it's just you have your haters or whatever and stuff. I work hard. I try my best to apply myself in every single thing that I do. In every single thing I do, like here with YouTube, whatever, but especially my career. So, like I said, it's just seeing the fact that okay, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, is because I am able to do so many different like specialties. Is this something that I don't know, where it's like, okay, are you singled out or what's going on? I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, maybe you guys can let me know. I don't know. But what do you guys think? You said thank you again. I appreciate that. Alvin, thank you. God bless you. Alvin, I've been enjoying what you've been doing, and keep it up, and don't let anybody get you down. Seriously, I know sometimes it's rough. Lord is my witness, I can understand that, but keep going, keep going. Okay, that's security for you. Let the appropriate people know. Oh, for sure, but it's I always do. You know what I'm saying? Like I always go. I'm by the book, and but at the same time, it's like I mean, we see it. We see it in law enforcement. We see it in the justice system. You can be by the book. You can do everything right, and people, you know, everybody kind of like, I've not everybody. Let me use my words right. Not everybody, but I feel like a lot of people, because this is how I feel, do cut corners or make it a convenience to themselves. And when it's an inconvenience, they don't want to be inconvenienced. And when I say this, I mean people. I feel like certain people are afraid to stand up. Let me just say this in management. Certain people are afraid to stand up to certain people, right? Or other people because they feel like, oh, I'm going to lose this friendship or they're going to talk about me. And um, I really don't think that's okay. Like, I wish it wasn't like that, you know? Man, that is just so, it's sad. It's sad to know that that is something that really goes on. Like, people are, I don't know. People definitely are. What's the word? I have to say it. They're afraid. They're afraid of certain things, and it's just the God honest truth. That's kind of sad, but that's the truth. I feel like people are afraid at times. They're afraid of what the possibilities of, like maybe losing cool points or brownie points or whatever the case is. I don't know. Like I'm wrapped different. I don't care when it comes to like a career, when it comes to your job, when it comes to doing something right. You need to stand up for what's right. I feel like when you that's why I'm telling you guys, like, I've always been that person. I've always been that person. And not to say like when my mom's alive, I had to question my mom, why I gotta do this, why I gotta do this. But my mom already knew, obviously, me, so she would explain. She would thoroughly explain when she said some things. It wasn't the parent that's like, well, because I said so. Literally, you guys, my mom and dad both would tell us, myself, Keisha, and Josie, my older sisters, they would tell us when they didn't approve of certain things or we did something wrong, they just wouldn't say stop doing it, don't do that. They would explain why. They would give a reason why. And I know a lot of parents probably don't do that and stuff, and I thank God that my parents did that because it has helped me in everyday life, and well, especially adult life. And I don't know. I feel like especially when you're in a situation like this, say, I don't care if you're working in the healthcare field, whatever, wherever you guys work at. If somebody's telling you something, when you want the rationale behind it, you just don't want, like, because I'm gonna say this is like one of my pet peeves when somebody says, "Oh, well, we do this just because everybody else does it, and this is the way it's done." and it's just the way it's done, and it hasn't been changed. Like that's not acceptable, in my opinion. Like I need to know exactly what is the reason behind this, the science, the technology, all that good stuff. Give me everything, okay? Give me everything because I want it, you know. But again, I know everyone's not like that and stuff, and that may be the difference. That may be why I am feeling the way that I feel. I really do feel like I am on an elite level, and it's not to diss anybody else, but I know I hold myself accountable with everything, and I'm not saying that other people just don't do that from time to time, but I'm just keeping it real. I think some people could really you know take a page out of my book with certain things, and then I'll even explain a little bit more. And I'm not going to single people out, but I'm just going to say this is hypothetically, you know, um, say you're coming to work and it's not as busy at a present time, right? You're able to get your break, but you're able to get your break. You know, you're able to just to kind of like be a team player, go get your break to free up someone who's coming in and maybe give you a break, but you kind of do take a break, but then somebody's gonna make it around it. Like say myself, and I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna say, hey, would you like a break or are you okay? And you'll be like, well, yeah, I'll take a break. When you pretty much had like an hour already to kill, which and you were doing that. So that's also what I'm witnessing and stuff, and not just here, but a lot of places. And like I could never do it. Like I could never do it. Like I mean, I could never do that. And again, that's just me. And I know I have to focus on me, but this is the problem. It's hard for me just to say, okay, well, I know I just got to stay in my lane and not deal with that. But when I'm given so many lunches or so many breaks, right, I have to make sure, okay, because what ends up happening is I'm cheated out of a break. I'm not given the appropriate time to relax or whatever. And then somebody might say, well, hey, well it's 8 something, it's 9 something. You're able to take a break then, but you've worked since the time you've been here up until this very time. It doesn't, I don't know. I mean, some people may say I sound ungrateful. I need to humble myself. I feel like I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. God is so good to me. I feel extremely blessed. And I'm super, super, like, I know that I'm a very humble individual, but I'm not an ignorant individual. I'm not gonna, you're not gonna silence me on this. Like, I know for a fact what's going on is not okay. And management knows as well. Like I said, I've talked to them. They know this, and they've told me these things. Like, unfortunately, you're picking up the slack from others. You're doing this because other people don't know how to do this, and it's like, well, can we get people here that know how to do that? This is not that know how to do other things. This is not like a diss. This is reality. And when reality is like up in your face, all up in your spaghetti, that's when you feel like you're clutching your pearls. You feel, oh my gosh, I know they're not coming for me. Well, I'm sorry, but not sorry. That's just how it is. Like you've signed up for certain things, just like I was talking about, like in the live stream the last night and some before that. You sign up for these things, okay? um and it's inevitable. You're gonna deal with, like with YouTube, I'm gonna deal with trolls, I'm gonna deal with this, I'm gonna deal with people not liking what I have to say or whatever the case is. I understand that. When I signed up for, okay, this field, I know that I'm gonna have, my feet are gonna hurt, my back's gonna hurt, my body's gonna ache. I barely talk about those things. I barely talk about those things, but I know that that's the case. That's gonna happen, and it is what it is. It's just like I said. It's unfortunate when it's it's the consistency with, say, with me and a couple of other people. I feel like that kind of go above and beyond, and yeah, I don't know. In a sense, it's disrespectful, and I'm being honest. It's disrespectful. But again, if people are not going to really talk about it because again, they don't want to be singled out, and I get that too. And this is not something I'm like, oh, let me just start a petition or whatever. But it's just something that it can easily be resolved. Oh, Uno, how you doing, bro? I had a day today too, so I had a few Heinekens and I'm good now. Oh no, no Heinekens for me. Maybe a sugar free uh sparkling ice, Starburst or something. I don't drink anymore. Hey Sheila, again, thank you so much. I appreciate all your engagement. Hey Latonya, cooking for the soul says, "Hey Terrence and Chad, thank you." Okay, so Sheila says, "Well, you are better than me because you there are way you do the things to get whatever you need to feel comfortable in around your peers." I understand. I understand, Sheila. Hey Gretchen, how you doing? Um, you are giving breaks, but when it comes to you, you can't get the same return. That's not a good feeling. Sheila, it's not. And you know what the thing about it is, I feel like I don't know, like see, and I feel like I'm the enabler. That's just like in life period. I feel like, and if I'm being completely honest, I feel like that's kind of the bed that I make certain times, you know. But and I'll never complain about that. I know, but some people may say, "Well, Terrence, that's what you're doing right now." But no, it's shedding light. It's informing. It's awareness. It's just it's just like getting it out there. But definitely, I don't expect those things. I don't. Now, what I want to what okay, what somebody may ask, okay, Terrence, what do you expect? Well, what's the point of saying this, or what's the point of talking about this? I expect respect. Because sometimes I'm not going to be able to get that break, or sometimes I might even say, oh, I don't want it. Um, so I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, it's sometimes I feel like, okay, maybe I have, put myself in that position, but at the same time, like I said, my work ethic, if I know that I'm in a case and it's kind of crazy or whatever the case may be, and it's not a good time to take a break or be relieved or whatever, I'm not going to go. And I know some people, I, I just left, I just left the University of Hospitals of Iowa in clinics, and it was awesome. I had fun there. Was it stressful? Hell yes, it was because it was all transplants. A lot of transplants. We're talking about kidney, lung, heart, livers, lots of those transplants. Rewarding, very rewarding, but very stressful. When I tell you guys, I tell no lies. It ain't for everybody, because everybody ain't gonna put up with the way that maybe that you're being spoken to. Um, with some of the actions and certain things. Everybody can't do that. And if at the end of the day, I can't do what some of you guys are doing. Some of y'all can probably do what I'm doing, and it is what it is. That's okay. It's something out there for everybody, and I'm very capable of doing my job. Lord knows I do my job the best of my ability, and I know I do. I do. I would just say I do a well job, but at the same time, it's just like it some of those cases get they're so stressful and they're so wow, and like you're not going to take a break. You guys, I'm not the doctor, I'm not the PA. I'm the surgical technologist, I'm the first assist that's in the room. And like, say, even with the circulators, and even the CRNAs, we're all able to take a break, but really that attending surgeon, he doesn't take a break. So I put myself on that level. Now some people may say, Terrence, that's why you're experiencing burnout. That's why you're stressed. Well, so be it. I just think back, like I know the surgical technologies that was in my mom's surgery. I know because, you know, um, anyway, I just know because, you know, me having worked at that me having worked at that facility, you know, you kind of do have a say or who you want to like help in the room and all that good stuff. And some people can request those things. I'm just keeping it real. That's what happens in life, right? And I know that individual did not break, stayed in there from start to finish, which was a my mom had a total hysterectomy, and it was and they wanted to do it like where, okay, they used the Morse later, but it was just too big. She had tons of fibroids on her uterus, tons, I mean, really big fibroids, and all of that at the time was benign, it was non-cancerous. But anyway, my point is, the case took a long, long time, and that individual, that person that scrubbed the case, stayed from start to finish. Now, all I'm saying is, I'm not trying to make anybody feel sad, like say this in this profession. LaShawn Campbell, shout out to LaShawn Campbell. There's some other surgical technologists that follow me, but she can relate. She can understand. She knows that's like a fellow surgical technologist. That's a fellow first assist. Like she knows how hard it is. She knows, like, cause I feel like I'm talking, and I'm not trying to like diss you guys, but I mean maybe you guys don't understand like how hard it really is, and really what I'm talking about, and what's the reason for this whole vent session. But it just gets to be hard, you know. It gets to be hard, especially when it's like I said, I feel like sometimes I'm the it person, like I'm the person that is gonna, or the employee that can do this and I can do this. So pull Terrence out. He go here. He does this. He does this, and it's like, oh my gosh, like okay, an emergency comes up, in this time, I'm it. I got to do this. So, and when you're working when you're working from when you first start, and you really don't get those breaks, like you feel like you deserve because others have gotten that. It just becomes a stressful situation. That's all I'm saying. It's rough. Is really what I'm saying too. But hello, 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 everybody. Um, so let me just read a little bit. I'm sorry. Alvin said, "Hey, Latanya." Latanya said, "Hey, Alvin." Gretchen said, "I had some dental work done today, and she left side of my face. And the left side of my face is still numb, but I'm good. Thanks for asking, Terrence. I appreciate you." Wow, Gretchen. Whoa. So you're still a little numb. Oh my gosh. It should wear off. It should wear off. It should wear off. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy though. Oh, dental work is something. It's definitely major in my opinion. Andrew, you said it should be a team. It should be a teamwork. Yeah, it should be teamwork. It should be a team effort. And you know what? There are a lot of amazing, beautiful people here. It's a lot of amazing, beautiful. And I'm not just saying that for like, okay, brownie points. I'm brown, by the way, people. Just saying. But I'm saying it's a lot of beautiful individuals here. It's a lot of caring people here. It's a lot of amazing people within the healthcare field across the nation. Okay, and I commend and I respect any and everybody who truly gives it their all. But all I'm saying is, if you are really truthfully experiencing burnout, if you're really, really super tired of this, if you come to work and you don't apply yourself, and I'm not even saying 100%, y'all gonna be like, what? Yeah, everybody better apply. I'm saying if you don't apply yourself even 50%, ma'am, sir, what are you doing here? Why are you making everyone else's life miserable? Why are you like, dead weight is a real thing. Y'all ever heard about that? You ever heard? I mean, honestly, I know everyone has heard you can do bad all by yourself. Why would you want to sit up here and hire on people who literally do the bare minimum? And if they don't know certain things, because we're in a teaching facility, you have the opportunity to learn. I've asked an individual today, and this is what happened to me today. This is all real. This is real life. And yes, I'm at work and I'm talking about it. And I've told the people who need to know, I've already told their ass, okay? And these people also follow my YouTube. So at the end of the day, this ain't no damn hippo, whatever, like Jacob, blah, 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 me being messy, me being shady. This is me being real. And I want to bring more awareness to this, not just with this field, but also in every day, in every field, in everyday life, because it's important. But this individual does not know how to do a certain case. Never seen a case. Never seen this case. Allegedly, look. I'm only gonna go by what they're telling me. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I do this, but in the meantime, what are you gonna do? You're not doing anything, right? So I say, hey, would you want to scrub in? Would you want me to show you? Okay, I don't know everything, but would you want me to show you and teach you all that I do know? Okay, which is no, no, it's quite a bit. I'm just saying. So, and I'm being very, 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 very humbled about that. Lord knows I really do know awfully a lot. I shock myself, but I give all glory to God. I really do, because I just remember being a student. I remember being a student, and I remember going to those clinicals, like to those hospitals, And you guys, those doctors did not want any students in the room. And a lot of like the preceptors, which were some of the first assists, some of the clinical techs, didn't even want to teach and stuff, whatever. But you guys, I was going there, and they all of a lot of them, and I still talk to some of them to this day. A lot of them were like, Terrence, we want you in the room. Where you going? Where you going? Are you still in ortho? You still doing general? You're still doing your well, I'll take it. I'll take it. They wanted me in the room as the student because I was just so eager and I was so hungry to learn. And so I was one of the first, like really out of the program at East Central Community College, to 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 go and to do cabbages. I was doing open hearts. I was doing total knees, and total knee, arthrotomies. Those total knees, total hips, total shoulders, total ankles. Those cases, like students never really got to go in because they, not to say, um, I have to say it. I mean, they were so intense and they were so meticulous and it was like very tedious and it was really in depth, a lot of detail, and doctors just did not want to be bothered with students. So it was hard for students to even some of the students that really probably wanted to learn. And I'm gonna be honest, it there were some students that wanted to learn, but some were like, yeah, I don't want to go in there anyway. And it's like, no, you're cheating yourself. My mom told me a long time ago, oh my gosh, y'all listening? Because I've said it before on my channel, but I haven't said this in a while. She says you apply what you know and you learn what you don't know, and you go into every place, every hospital. She was saying, and she said you be a sponge. You soak it all in. You soak it all up. And I was like, yes, ma'am. I'm a sponge to this day. I want to know as much as I possibly can. Now, if it means, well, Terrence, you're gonna be the one that's gonna choose it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking to y'all ass. Then we're gonna have bench sessions every hump day. Then, okay, because I'm not gonna change who I am. I'm not gonna change my work ethic. I'm not gonna change my mindset. I'm gonna keep going. What I would hope is some others could probably piggyback and see, man, he's applying himself. He's doing this. I want to go the extra mile. I want to do these things. I know everybody's not going to do. There's somebody who works even harder than me. There's always somebody who works harder or does more stuff. All I'm saying is apply yourself and truly, truly do that. And stop being the one who wants to always sit back and probably complain and be a little bit irritated and all this, but really ain't doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Like, stop, don't do that. It's very interesting how certain people, I don't know, like they want to be a part of some things, but it's almost like you're talking about the president or this and this and that, but you don't vote. Like, I don't think I don't think you get a say in that. If you're not incorporating yourself into the situation, I don't think you really get a say in it. And my dad would go to this. He would take me to some of those the neighborhood meetings and stuff when we were growing up. And when we got out of the projects, okay, because we were in the projects for quite some time. But when we got out the projects, and we got my mom and dad, they got a house and real nice in this nice community and stuff. And there were some vandalism, some burglary, some break-ins and all that stuff. They would have the neighborhood watch. They would have the neighborhood meetings and stuff. But so many people every now and then would come there, right? And I saw this with my own two eyes and I heard it with my own two ears. And they complain. But a lot of these people weren't consistent with coming to all the meetings and also volunteering and helping out. And it's like, well, how do you complain this much? And if you don't put yourself in that, if you don't incorporate yourself, like you shouldn't get. No, your 2 cents is not even. It means nothing. It literally is just probably that 2 cents. Because my dad was somebody who really he worked very hard, but he really did apply himself. He really did put himself into, and he really put himself deep into that program, and he did a lot. He did a lot. He is still doing a lot, but it's like, okay, that's someone who gets to complain and says a lot and can voice their opinion with a whole like with a lot of situations. Everybody has an opinion. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, people, some people just want to hear themselves talk. Some people want to just, let me just do things just for the hell of it, but really don't apply themselves. So, like I said, I want to stay away from people like that. But yeah, like honestly, I going back to like college and stuff and school, like I just was the person to I was that student that wanted to learn so much, and it's a student here that is just like that, and I can see that twinkle in her eye, and it just makes me happy. Those are the things when I see that it makes this all worthwhile. Obviously, first and foremost, seeing a patient come in not feeling well, and even on the brink of death, and then oh my gosh, they're alive, they're well, and even to see some of these people in the community, and it's like, oh my gosh, like God is so good, right? So those are the things. If someone were to ask, well, why you keep doing this? That's the reason why I keep doing it. That's the reason why I keep doing it, because I literally see that surgery can and it does save lives. What is frightening, and for me, just saying this is my opinion, um, the potential mistakes, the medical mistakes, the potential of harming of or not helping others like you should because of the lack of knowledge, the lack of caring, the lack of compassion. Those are things that scare me. They really do. Um, and I'm not just saying here. I'm just saying a lot of places. Like I care. I care. I really, really do care. And I don't know. I would just hope that it shows like in my work. But some things have. I think some things need to change. And that is what also for me, like I said, certain managers that I've talked to, they've told me this as well, and they want me to be a part of that, and I will try my best. Like I said, I know people are just not going to be excited, and I'm still a guest in this facility. I'm a traveler, so yes, I've extended, but when I go, when my contract is up, I go somewhere else. All I'm saying is traveler, permanent, whatever the case is. I don't care. This is not a race thing. This isn't a sex thing. It's a human nature thing. Apply yourself. Be a part. If you know you need to be a part of a team, or if you're a part of a team, put in your amount of put in the effort that you need to put in, and go hard. Go hard every day when you come to work. Try your best at least. Like I said, it gets hard, but like I said, seeing people who really do care, and seeing these patients like really because of the care and that compassion, and to see them in a better stage in their life, it's like, okay, this is why I do it. This is the most. This is the point. And it's like I said, sometimes it just gets stressful. I would hope that I could have less stressful days and more stressful days, but I'm just gonna continue to pray to God. I know I will be okay, but I'm sure other people feel the same way. But again, a lot of people don't talk about it. We bottled it all in, and we harm ourselves mentally. We stress, and stress can cause so many things within your body. It can mess up so many things, and our bodies are fragile. So I want to make sure that I communicate. And I'm not just doing this like I'm not just doing a live stream talking about it, but I've also communicated with management, and like I said, I do chain of command. And if in over time, if those things don't work, what I'm gonna go over their head, and it is what it is. I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna stand up for what's right. I am definitely a patient's advocate. Not saying that other people here aren't, but I'm definitely a patient's advocate, and I care. And I've been told that, like even today. So I've been told that so many times. Like when I took over a room, they called me. I was actually on break. Called me, told me, "Hey, could you take over this room?" No, no, no. It's like I need you to take over this room. I'm like, yes, no problem. I go there. Um, I get a person out, and only to know that this person pretty much didn't do anything from 3 to 7 o'clock. Again, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I know I can't worry myself about that. But it's just things that the things to do. It makes you go, or what's this about? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Some people may say, okay, well, Terrence, literally, there are people, there are surgeons, there are people that are requesting you, and it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I just got to keep praying. I got to try my best to keep positive. I don't want this to be looked at like I'm an ungrateful soul, but I'm not. I'm very grateful, but but also in the same time, I'm not stupid. Like I see things. Okay, I see. Okay, well, this person ain't doing this, and this person ain't doing this, but then okay, here I am, and now it's like clockwork. And like I can even look at the board, and I can say, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I do exactly those things because it's some of the most harder, it's some of the most harder, procedures. And because I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm not doing it, or I don't know this, and I do know those things, and I thank God for that. But at the same time, it's like I am willing to teach. We're in a teaching facility. You're willing to teach, and in that case, it's like, okay, well, if I'm not here, or if it's my day off, or or if I do want to break from that, okay, well, then someone else can go in, and I can count on only one hand how many people are able to do that, like to do multiple different specialties. This is a level one facility. Okay, the only one that's in the state of Maine. The other level one facility is in Mass. It's Mass General, and that's in obviously it's in Massachusetts, and that's kind of like it's alarming. It's alarming. I'm praying for better days. Let me just sum this up. I'm praying for better days. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm not gonna quit. Okay, I definitely still have so much passion and compassion within my heart. I don't hate anybody. I never have hated anybody. I just want people to apply themselves. I think that it could be, let me just say this, a lot of days ain't going to be easy, but I think that some can be easier if everyone applies themselves and really do work as a full team and not just want to put things off on the next person, or the next team member. You know what I'm saying? I know it's inevitable. It's gonna happen certain days, but I just think if it could happen less than more, it would be good. Okay, let me go back to the comments. Terrence, you are a hard worker, and I understand. Thanks for sharing. Respect will carry you a long way. Sheila, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's right, Sheila. Respect does go a long way. It does. It sure does. Gretchen, it does. I must say. And I'm telling you, I know I respect everybody. I respect everybody that I come in contact with. Everybody. Lord is my witness. I respect everybody that I come in contact with. I don't want nobody saying that I'm a disrespectful individual, that I'm a hard person to work with. Let me tell you, I don't care about that so much, but I do care about the fact that I don't want nobody to feel like I'm disrespecting them. Because Lord knows I don't want to feel disrespected. And disrespect, it doesn't mean like I gotta walk to somebody and say, "Shut up, I can't stand you." It can be a simple thing of seeing somebody that needs help around. Like I'm just saying around here. Um, because I mean, there good Samaritan and all that. That's one thing too. But I'm just saying, like, if you see somebody's moving a stretcher or struggling to do this, like, go ahead and help that person. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the patient. That's patient is number one. It's all about the patient, and I think it plays a part. You helping someone move this or do this, and you see them struggling. Okay, and you take an initiative and help them. I think ultimately, I mean, I think that's like the biggest form of respect, if you ask me. And if you were just to like turn the other cheek, I think that's the biggest form of disrespect. But see, again, I don't want to go back to the old saying like, "Oh, I was raised like that," but I was raised like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just common courtesy. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this. I'm being as real as I can be, and I may sound like a broken record, or maybe you guys are coming in and out like, what the hell is Terrence talking about? But I'm talking about real life, and sometimes it gets to you. Like I said, sometimes you feel discouraged because you see you're looking you're looking from within and into the outskirts of, say, the OR. You're like, what am I witnessing? why are there so many people sitting around? Why isn't she doing this? Why isn't he doing this? But again, my mom would also tell me, boy, you better stop stressing about that. And it's like, mom, I'm trying my best. So, like I said, I have a lot of learning to do, growing still. I'm 37 years of age, and I don't know. Both my sisters are like, well, when you reach that 40, um, it's not to say you're gonna like start like not giving a real fuck, but you're gonna see like what's truly important. And I don't know. Like um like I said, I just pray for the strength. I continue to pray for strength. I continue to pray for guidance. And I do. I pray for my coworkers. I honestly, God, I do. Like it just, I think more than anything, it bothers me when you are willing to teach someone, okay, and they truly don't know. It's not that they're pretending. Now, some people don't know certain things, certain cases, and you wanna teach them, and they tell you, "Oh, I don't care to learn that. I don't even care to learn it. If I don't know it, it's better if I don't know it." And it's like, how can you even fix your face to say something like that? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to diss McDonald's or restaurant workers or whatever the case is, but I mean, I don't think anybody should say that, but especially in the medical field. And that breaks my heart, actually. It really does. But again, everybody's not going to have the same mindset as I have. Yes, dental work is no joke. Unfortunately, I've had a lot of it in my lifetime, and it's so expensive. I'm so hungry, but I'm afraid I'm gonna bite my tongue or cheek while eating. Yeah, you probably gonna have to do some soft stuff, Gretchen. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to do some soft stuff, some soft. I don't know. How about you get you a rutabaga and you mash it, boil it up, and then you mash it, and you can have some rutabaga mash, some mashed rutabagas, like a potato, mashed potato substitute. Those are really good, by the way, y'all. Rutabagas, I'm in love with them. I'm gonna cook some more tonight. Like I am like flabbergasted how good it was. They literally for me, and I did have some spicy jalapeno ketchup, just a little bit, because ketchup, because I had a tomato on the burger, and ketchup has the carbohydrates, but just a little bit. But when I tell you it was awesome, like I demolished those bacon cheeseburgers and those rutabaga fries. I was like, oh my god, it's so good, and I made it. But I can cook. I can cook. I can eat too, though. That's the problem. Gretchen, try something like soup or something soft, please. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's really great advice, Sheeta. I'm sure Gretchen knows with all the surgery she said she had, though. Gretchen, I'm sure you know. I'm so proud. I'm so proud that you listen and learn to grow your career. Sheila, absolutely. Sheila, when I tell you, I don't want to lie, but see, I got it in my locker. I have if you saw my video like of me dancing in Walmart and I had a list in my hand, that list was a tab. You know what? Actually, I have a gown here, but I'm not gonna open it. But I have a gown here, and what's on the gowns is like a little tab, and you give it to somebody like unsterile or sterile, and then they spin you around, and I keep those because I make notes. Right, I make a lot of notes post operatively. I tell my everyone who I precept, all my preceptees, all the students, all the new hires, I tell them make those notes post operatively. I want you to pay attention intraoperatively, meaning during the surgeries. I want you to pay attention to the surgeon, pay attention to your surgical tech, the first assist, which is me. Pay attention to the circulator, pay attention to all of your surroundings, and then when you leave, immediately you go sit down and you try and you know what you've comprehend what you were able to comprehend. You just jot it down. But I always take those notes after, and that I do this to this day. I still take notes after. People say, Terrence, how do you know? Like you're so resourceful. How do you know so and so gloves? Like you just got back to the hospital and you know that Dr. Audette, she has like a 7.5 blue. Dr. Turner wears an 8 blue indicator. Like, because I've taken those notes and I study them. I study, study, study. Surgery is a constant study. If you're not studying in this, let me just say this, not just surgery, but the healthcare field. If you're not constantly studying, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. Um, that's how I'm able to do it. Like, I'm in a teaching facility, and the attending surgeons in the room are asking questions to the medical students and even to their residents and to their residents, their fellows, and I'm answering those questions. Now, I may not answer them out loud all the time because obviously it's a teaching facility, and that in the surgery, the OR suite sometimes can be a classroom. So it wouldn't be fair to be that student, like I know I was in grade school. Oh, I know the answer. I know the answer, Miss Malden. I know the answer. She'd be like, Terrence, I know you know the answer. Let so and so answer. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, so and so don't know it. But anyway, I've grown from those times because I'm in the OR, and the doctor was talking about, well, what's the other name for what's this white thing here? What's this? What's another name? And the answer was like spermatic cord or vas deferens, and only a male is gonna have that, like a female. Only a female is gonna have a uterus, fallopian tubes, ovaries, um, a cervix. Only a female is gonna have those, female reproductive parts, and a male has certain parts that a female doesn't. But anyway, so I'm answering these questions like to myself, and and it's not like I'm laughing at the students or whatever, but like a student may say, well, I'm not sure about that, or I don't know, blah 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 blah. But I know, and not only know the answer, but I know the rationale behind it. And so that's why I say I'm gonna continue to study. I'm gonna continue to listen and observe. This is a hands-on job, and again, I should say that for the live stream, but I was gonna vent about something else. But anyway, it's a hands-on job, and I feel like you need to you gotta get in there. You gotta get in there. You gotta scrub. You gotta get messy. And in my opinion, in order to really capitalize on learning a whole lot. Now you can learn a lot by looking and just observing. You can learn a whole lot. I've learned a lot by observing, but I think the majority of the knowledge that you gain is going to be when you get to scrub in to those cases and you really get your hands into the cavity, when you really get to assemble instrumentation, when you really get to deal with the sterility. You become like you more adaptive to that, in my opinion. But again, some people like to kind of sit back and I was always a student that wanted to get in. Like I was always nagging. Like there are some of my preceptors, I've had the blessing to travel to those hospitals in Mississippi, and work with them, like legit work with them, and they're like, "Oh wow, we so proud of you," and blah 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 blah, and it's so awesome to say that, wow, Deirdre from Rush Hospital, she precepted me. I was able to work with her, like it's remarkable when going to Jackson, working with people that I that helped me during school is like, oh my gosh, like it's just so remarkable. It's so awesome. I thank God for those opportunities, and this is why I have so much passion for what I do. But like I said, it's just sad when you apply yourself, and some, not everybody, but some people don't apply themselves, and they pretty much they let you know that they're like, oh, I don't want to learn that because then they're gonna throw me in there too, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm praying for better days. This is a beautiful facility. I do think sometimes that people can make a beautiful facility a little stressful, but that's anything in life. So it's almost like if say when I go to church, back in home Mississippi, and church is amazing. God is amazing, but there are some people in there that just makes it ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not the church itself. It's not that building. It's not that foundation. It's sometimes the people that's in the pulpit. What he said, I'm just keeping it real. Like it's a lot of demonic people amongst us, and that's the same thing. Maybe where you work, maybe in your family. It is what it is, and I'm just trying to find ways to deal, to cope, And like I said, it's hard sometimes, but it's gonna be okay. I know it's gonna be okay. Um, I just gotta keep putting one foot in front of the other. Like I'm telling you guys, I do these live streams and I do these videos, and I'm somewhat of a motivational speaker, right? But I'm not just frying baloney. I'm not just blowing smoke. Okay, I'm being dead ass serious. I am going through some of these things. And that is how I know so much about the situation, because I've gone through it. Like I know, like I'm missing the hell out of my mom, and I'm having moments where I'm just sad and this, but I got to keep pressing. I got to keep going. Like some of you guys probably have lost a child. Maybe you've lost your parents. Maybe you lost a loved one, a pet, or whatever the case. But you got to keep going. And then you dealing with the extra baggage of people in their nonsense, and you're like, oh, we just got to keep moving. It's rough. And so on my channel, I would hope you guys would come here. And as I know, I talk a whole lot, and sometimes I don't read all the comments and stuff, and I apologize. But I would hope when you come here, you really do see that this is from a this is from a real, genuine place. Like I'm not trying to sell y'all some fantasy. Like, oh, every day the world is full of skittles and rainbows. Like, no. But also you have a choice. I can sit up here and have cursed 12 people out today, or I can sit up here and approach them in a respectful way and hope they receive that. If they don't, that's on them, because I know I didn't disrespect anybody today. I didn't disrespect one person today. I try not to disrespect people and stuff, but sometimes maybe, let me just say this. Sometimes how some things can come out every now and then, maybe that person can receive it as somewhat of disrespect, but that's never my intentions. But I know for a fact today, I didn't do that. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I try my best to approach everything in the most respectful way. And when you do that, you can walk away from people knowing that, that you treated them with respect, and it's however they received it is however they received it. Like, I like to, even with management, I like to just be upfront. Like, okay, I was in a room, and this is a true story too. Today, I was in a room. I took over a room. I'm in the room, and then they're overhead paging me, and you can't hear the overhead page when you're in the room. And so, thank God that this young lady, she came and got me, and she said, Terrence, they're calling you they're telling you to call the front desk. They're paging you, and I realize that you're in the room, you're helping, and you can't hear it. And I'm like, thank you so much. So I never call. I always walk to the front desk. I go to the front desk, and the person is like, oh, hey, blah blah blah, just whatever the case is, and I'm like, hey, well, I'm in a room and I can't hear, and I said, no disrespect, I said, but I'm still cleaning. Okay, so I got to go back there. Well, I just wanted to I'm like, I understand. And, but see, I communicated, but I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, and I wasn't. And he didn't take it that way and stuff, but, you know, am I a little frustrated? Yes, but that doesn't mean I have to say, what the hell are you calling me for? Are you serious? Oh my God. Get the blah, blah, blah. Like, that wasn't me. It wasn't. I guarantee you it wasn't me. I don't have time for that. But also, I do see other people that they do have time for that behavior. I don't want nobody talking to me that way, and I ain't going to talk to nobody that way. But what I am going to do, I'm going to check your ass. Okay, I'm going to tell you, okay, I'm in a room. Okay, now there are cameras in these rooms, and you can look at the camera, you can see, or just know if I haven't come to the front and stuff, that clearly there's something wrong. Okay, I don't know. Maybe from and this is a suggestion I made the other day. When you do overhead page somebody, or you're calling somebody to the front desk, go ahead and check that room. Check the room where they were, like, where they're supposed to be, or where they maybe are, or were last. Because 9 times out of 10, they're probably in that room still, helping turn over, clean up things, put back supplies. Do that, and then even the management goes, "That's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea." They received it, so that's what I'm saying. I feel like, if you let me say this, I can do things in a respectful way and may still be looked at in a negative way, but I think the majority of the times when you approach stuff positively, and when it's positive, I do think you get a better response. I don't know if y'all agree or not, but I'm just saying I think when you approach things in a more positive way, you get a more positive response or positive feedback. In my opinion, okay. Your mom was so right. Gretchen, thank you so much. My brother, I see your channel. Expander, like tissue expanders. Thank you so much. It is expanding. I'm excited about that. Your channel is too, Alvin. You keep going. Don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Hustle C King reaction. I see you. How you doing? Please don't forget to hit the like button. Sheila, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's what I was going to say. You ain't nobody's fool. I'm not. I'm not, Sheila. I'm not. I felt that when you said count to 1 million. I was serious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 562, 70,000. And you'll see it even more at 50. Wow. Wow. Now, see, that's something that definitely my aunt has told me, my dad for sure. Like, honestly, like, as you grow older, the Lord willing, you just become even more wiser and wiser and wiser. And the things that bother you in your 20s doesn't bother you in your 30s now. The things that bother you in your 30s don't bother you in your 40s. The thing that bother you in your 40s don't bother you in your 50s. So it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm going to try some rutabaga. I have gastroparesis. Paresis. So I have to be careful with fiber content. Oh wow. Okay, so Gretchen, stop it right now. Gretchen, stop it right now, because when I did that walk, now y'all know I had my rutabaga before the walk. And I got back to that room. I said, "Oh Lord, what is going on? What is going on?" And then I thought about it. I said, "The fiber that's in those rutabagas." I had so much protein and so much fiber in those bacon. I had two bacon cheeseburgers with rutabaga fries, and I had like the rutabaga that I picked up. There were two big rutabagas, like two big kahunas. Anyway, so I cut up one, which was like that was a workout within itself, and I chopped up half. Um, I'm just excited to make some more, but I cut up half and I put olive oil on it, um, a little bit of pepper, and what else I season it with? Olive oil. Oh, rosemary. From the rosemary plant, I chopped up some rosemary, put it on there. Y'all, rosemary is awesome. Y'all already know. Everybody know about rosemary. But they were delicious, delicious. But when I tell you, I was in the restroom. But it was like a fun restroom. I don't know. This is maybe TMI, but y'all know. Y'all know. I'm in the medical field. Hell, and I ain't bound to be nasty. I'm just being real. But yes, be careful, Gretchen, because honestly, I don't have any like any type of gluten allergy. Thank you, Jesus. Any type of gastrointestinal problems or whatever the case may be, or however you want to say it. But definitely, I know when my body consumes more fiber, like I naturally, expelled all the craziness, and but I feel so good when I tell you. I feel so good, and I'm gonna keep eating that vegetable. A lot of people say it's a mixture of a turnip and a cabbage, and I just love it. I love it. Like I love vegetables anyway, even though it may not look like it, but I do love some vegetables. Now, what I what I like with the vegetables may be the bad thing. So now we're just changing, like I said, moderation, but also changing some dynamics within um let me just say this, within my diet, but I don't want everything to be like, okay, oh, I'm low carb and keto and this and that. No, I'm just like, this is lifestyle. Like, I'm not going back to listen to me, okay? I'm not like I've been stressed, and I haven't went like, let me go order a pizza, let me go eat this, let me go to the McDonald's. I don't even want to think about McDonald's drive through though. McDonald's just I don't even want to think about that. Like the burger that I had last night, that bacon cheeseburger, the way I season it with the Tabitha Brown seasonings, and oh my God, and some Lowry's. So I seasoned it really, really well. That burger was better than Wendy's. I'm not look. I'm not trying. Look, I'm patting myself on the back, but I ain't got to. But that burger was better than Wendy's. That burger was better than Burger King. That burger was better than Red Robin. It was better than Red Robin. That burger was so much better. All the burgers are better than McDonald's. McDonald's burgers are getting to be just have gotten to be really nasty. I'm just saying. Like I've had a Big Mac like last year sometime, and it was just so disgusting. It was just I just ugh, it's nasty. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. That's so wonderful that you take notes after surgery. And Gretchen, yes, every surgery, Gretchen, every surgery. Like literally, I'm not kidding. Like I think some people find it overwhelming. I know I've had some of my the let me just say this, some students that I precepted that said, "Oh my gosh, like you're intimidating." Like how? I'm so not intimidating, but I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Sorry I didn't know you not loving me, Trace Anderson. Don't you dare come in here. Your beautiful self. You better not ever come here apologize talking about some sorry I didn't know that you were live. It's okay. It's okay. I know sometimes you don't get notifications and it's all right. But even if you do, you ain't gotta be in every live stream. But I appreciate you for coming in. Y'all loving me, Tracy Anderson. She's a channel member. I only have one. Okay, I only have one channel membership. Let me just say this. I got more than one channel member. But I only have one channel membership. You guys can become one of T's awesome butterflies too. I greatly appreciate it. You know, if you do, it just helps out the channel. And of course, I give back. I give back. But Tracy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I understand the pulpit. Okay, I know that's right. Oh, awesome butterfly. Teresa Jones. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. What's up? What's up? Alvin saying hey to all his friends. That's so sweet. Exactly, my brother. Thank you so much. Tracy, thank you for dropping those emojis. You guys can too. You have to become a member, but you guys can drop them too. You can have a badge beside your name and all that good stuff. I love the thin and now videos. You really are dropping that weight to the floor. Sheila, you think so? So I must say, I was talking about my chest. I was talking about like this area, my neck and my shoulders, and I was like, man, like looking at the video with the wop, wop, wop. I was like, whoa, I really. You just like I know like I'm a big guy still, but I know like I was bigger, and if I didn't stop, I was gonna see 500 pounds easily. I was gonna see 500 pounds. That's why I said I cannot do those things. I can't like I can't emotionally eat, and I'm being so real. Like I was real since I pressed that damn start live button. Okay, go live button. I'm real right now, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm not. I cannot emotionally eat. Like even right now, like okay, having stressful weeks, stressful days. Um, I can't like I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm excited about going to the room. I'm excited about preparing, my meal. I'm excited about, supporting others and stuff, whatever. Maybe even wash some clothes. Start the rest of my night, or let me say start the rest of my day. I'm not gonna like, oh, let me find something quick and I don't care about the calories. Let me just eat all the bad sweets and this. You remember, I used to go get Little Debbie, which I call her Big Deborah, because Little Debbie will make your ass big, okay? I'm just keeping it real. So I go get some Little Debbie cakes, which AK slash Big Deborah, and I remember I was on an oatmeal cream pie fix. Oh my stars! I'd get the big pies, right? I get the like the normal size pies, but I get the multi box, and I'd eat all of them. I probably would eat. Probably say I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I probably even the honey buns. I probably would. Now the honey buns in the big box. There's like six big ones that come in there. I want to say, but I eat those, and then I go to the cheesecake. Y'all know I love me some cheesecake. But now I found, so I got the Hero Bread, all the Premier Protein, the Quest products. Not all Quest, but I love me some Quest cookies. I love Quest crackers, and I love Quest chips. Shout out to Quest. This is not sponsored. This live stream is not sponsored, but I do love me some Quest. Quest has like always been such a pivotal thing in my life. Premier Protein. I've had Premier Protein back some years ago, but I've had it even more now. So that's really been very you like just monumental in this whole like weight loss and everything and stuff. And I don't like to say journey. It's just my life. I didn't know that I would drop 92 pounds. In like pretty much like 5 months, less than 5 months. It's just it happens. So I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, but I could have easily gotten to 500 if I didn't stop. So it's changing my mind. It's changing my mind, and also when things do piss me off or things discourage me and just probably make me upset or bother me because things do bother me a little bit every now and then, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot, okay? But when they do bother me, I don't need to go to food. And I'm doing things in my life, like I know for a fact, I'm changing the way that I think. Like when I put myself on the exclusion list at Encore, I wasn't happy with Encore. Um, I haven't I haven't said okay, I'm never gonna gamble again, but I don't need to go there. Like honestly, it's not fun at that particular place anymore. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I don't go there. So I took accountability and I did that, and that's the best thing that I could have done. I've still gone to Oxford, but again, I don't go there as much. It's a smaller casino and stuff. But like I said, if it like nothing, and I thank God nothing has gotten out of control. Other than like my eating habits, not gonna lie, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago, I was eating like a madman. I remember, and this is a true story. My niece Kelsey, shout out to Kelsey, y'all. Kelsey, my beautiful niece. Oh my gosh! So I was visiting. I was at home, and I was in the car. Obviously, Keisha driving, and so it was Kelsey, Jamon Jr., and Japrince. No, I'm lying. Japrince with his dad. Japrince was with Jamon. So it was me, Keisha, Kelsey, and Jamon Jr. And Jamon Jr. is the oldest of all of them. So we go through the drive through. Where did we go? Look. I got to get it right. We go through a drive through. Oh, we didn't go through a drive through. We was in Sonic. But Keisha go to like 3, 4 different places to get all the food that everybody want. But we in the Sonic, we ordering, and Keisha's like, okay, what do you want? And I'm like, so I kid you not, y'all, I got a chili cheese coney dog. Okay, I got the meal with that. I got a double bacon, a double bacon supersonic burger, and I told them to add like pickles and tomatoes and all that because I don't think that sandwich doesn't come with some of those sandwiches don't come with pickle, lettuce, pickles, lettuce, like pickles, tomatoes, onions, and all that. One of those burgers don't come with all that. So anyway, I ordered that, and then I did. Now I got fries with my coney, right? Now I didn't get the meal with the burger because I got a drink with the coney meal. But I got I ordered that, and I got some tater tots, and that wasn't it. So I remember getting like a large, um, not a shake, but it was like a large Sonic Blast, like a Reese cup, a large Reese cup. This is how bad it is. Keisha was in her Challenger. She was in her Dodge Challenger, and so she has like, it has the seats in the back, but it's like a two door like nice nice beautiful car and stuff. But she ran out of cup holders. Okay, I had so many freaking things, and it was just so funny. But I remember Kelsey said, Uncle Terrence, you gonna order the whole menu. And when I tell you, she was not being like trying to be disrespectful. She wasn't being shady. She was being her honest self. And the kids and their honesty will crush you. I don't know about y'all, but it'll get crushed me. Like I told y'all, Kelsey is one of the reasons why I wanted to just get healthier, and lose a little weight because she was like, Uncle Terrence, are you gonna be around then, to give me your car? Are you gonna be here? And I'm like, heck yes, I'm gonna be here. It makes me sad when I think about it, but it's a kick in the ass that I needed, and it came from at the time, it came from a little girl who was 7 years of age. She's 8 years old now, but it's like I needed to hear that. But but I couldn't dare like go to Sonic now and order that. First of all, I'm not gonna go to Sonic. Yeah, first, let me just say this. First and foremost, people probably thinking, okay, I'm spending all this money going to buy these groceries. But when you go out to eat fast food now, you spend even more money. You come out better just cooking what you want. Like, yes, it's probably not as convenient, but learn to appreciate preparing the meal. I get a huge appreciation out of cooking. I love cooking for other people. I don't care if it's me cooking chili cheese fries or whatever, hot dog, whatever. But now I'm enjoying cooking like healthier things and really enjoying those healthier things. Now, I'm not like, let me just cook this and be like, ugh. Like, I'm cooking it and it's damn good. I'm not kidding. It is so delicious. So that makes you, well, I'm only speaking for Terrence. It makes me even that much more excited to cook another meal and to learn another recipe. Y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. That is, for me, it's huge. It feels so good. Terrence, you have a great evening and enjoy. Everyone on the live stream, have a beautiful night. Bye bye. Bye, Sheila. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Clyde, your vibe makes my day. You're always positive. Clyde, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I try to be. Glad you are taking care of yourself. Keep up the process. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, Christina. Thanks for coming in. Big guys need love too, sweetheart. Honestly, looks fade away, but your heart remains the same. I always go for a man who's nice, respectful, and has to have a great sense of humor. Christina, I like that. I like you. I appreciate it. That is so kind. Thank you so much. Yes, keep the transformation videos coming. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Hey, Terry, still in the hospital and I see you. Okay, well, I hope you get better. I hope you get better, Quentin. Thank you so much for sharing that. Um, it says he had a sugar attack. Oh my gosh. Um, I know that's tough. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you seriously for all that you do. Honestly, it means so much to me. I am very appreciative of you all. Just know that, like I said, some days are going to be tough, tougher than the others, and we just have to just try our best to maintain. Life is unpredictable. That's why I said I try my best to treat people with the most respect and how I want to be treated. And just be kind to others. And I don't know, like the rest is it's I guess it's just whatever, like I'm praying every day. I live each day like it's my last. Life is so short. I'm gonna tell you this much. I smile coming into this hospital. I know I'm gonna smile when I leave. I will not let the devil win, and I suggest you guys do the same. Don't let the devil win. He may enter a little bit, he may ride a little bit, but kick his ass out, okay? I appreciate you all. I'm praying for you all, honestly. Again, I really do appreciate like the positivity, and like before I leave, I want to just say this again. With butterflies, you guys, I literally I say this to myself when I'm in the OR. We're butterflies, okay? We fly above all negativity. We're all things positive. I mean, we have an endless amount of possibilities. So therefore, we can do whatever we put our minds to. Whatever we put our minds to, wherever we set our minds to, we can achieve that greatness. Okay, so don't give up. Oh my gosh, I pray if you're coming in late, or if you're watching this, if you're just randomly watching this, watch it from the beginning. And I'm telling you guys, you can see that, what, every day ain't great in my life, okay? It gets hard. It's a struggle sometimes, but I'm still pushing. I'm still moving. I'm still keeping one foot in front of the other. As long as you don't take those backward steps, you're good. And that's the point of me doing this. It's the point of me saying these things, because I know how hard it can be. Okay, so I hope that I can be somewhat of a positive example, and I can positively impact your life in a positive way, and make you guys and help you guys, not make, but help you guys along the way, because you guys are doing the same for me. You're helping me. You're encouraging me every day. I'm encouraged. I'm inspired, and I just want to keep going. Um, Health wise, but also mental wise. Mental health is very important too. I can lose another 50 pounds, and if I'm not mentally strong, I'm not happy. So I want to be happy mentally as well. And I would hope and pray that you guys are too. Thank you so much again for coming in, everybody. Okay, you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Have an amazing rest of your day wherever you are in this world. I appreciate you so much, and I'm so grateful for you. All right. Bye. Have a good one.